You guys, Nick Cannon has been fired and banned from Viacom CBS. This just took place yesterday. Nick Cannon released an episode of his podcast where he made some pretty disparaging statements. The network says they were anti-Semitic. Now, from the clips that I heard, I didn't hear anything anti-Semitic, but hey, who am I to say? What's anti-Semitic to me might not be anti-Semitic to you, and vice versa. So I'm not one to call this one, all right? Nick Cannon has been a part of the Viacom CBS family ever since his Nickelodeon days, all right? He's had a strong relationship with them. I'm pretty sure he's made a lot of money, a lot of that money that takes care of those babies with Mariah Carey. I mean, that's where it was coming from. It was coming from Viacom CBS. Wilding out over on MTV, you know, Nick Cannon is king over there with that show. That's no more. Viacom says they are done, they're mad, they're upset, they find his statements distasteful and just wrong, okay? Now, from what I heard on the podcast, the clips that I heard, this is all through social media, okay? It sounds like Nick Cannon was trying to describe the difference between black and white people, and in doing so, he referred to white people as warriors or barbarians, I think, and said that they just do evil stuff because they feel inadequate and they're just upset about their shortcomings because they don't have melanin in their skin and stuff like that. Yeah, Nick Cannon is one of those melanin brothers. You know what I mean? Like, he's all about the melanin. And so, to make a long story short, his statements did not go over well with the network, okay? And they're done with him. It's over for Nick Cannon, all right? Now, one would say, well, whatever happened to freedom of speech? I told you guys a while back, that's no longer, okay? Because everybody is too sensitive. You can't say anything without being called a bully, okay? You can't say anything without being called racist, you know? You can't say anything. And so this is a move in that direction, okay? They're not gonna have you out here making statements like that. Anti-Semitic or not, people find it to be disrespectful, okay? Now, if you put a white person on a network and then have them talking crazy and all negative about some black people, then everybody wants to turn up. I'm just saying. Everybody wants to turn up. Well, here these people go turning up. So, you know, it takes two to tango. Two wrongs don't make a right. I wouldn't have made such strong statements like that. Even if I felt that way, I wouldn't have made such strong statements like that. You know, there's some stuff that needs to be reserved for the kitchen table, okay? You talk that stuff at home amongst your family, your loved ones, your close friends. You don't get on a public platform, especially not a Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon cannot get on a public platform and make disparaging, insensitive statements like that, especially not against no Jews. Come on, Nick, you know what's out here in Hollywood. You know who runs Hollywood. Okay, you see what they did to Janet Jackson? Janet Jackson's career has not been the same since Viacom CBS shut that down. It was when she did that Super Bowl performance with Justin Timberlake. Nipplegate. And Janet was banned from the network. She couldn't make any appearances. She couldn't perform or anything like that. And so her career suffered. Her career suffered tremendously. All right, it hasn't been the same. And so I hope Nick has a lot of money saved up because he's got to take care of them babies with Mariah. You know, he's got them twins with Mariah. And actually, Nick just had another baby, if I'm not mistaken. He just had another baby with that girl he's with right now. So I don't know. I support Nick and I appreciate him writing for the culture and the community. You know what I mean? Like, but when you have a platform like that, you simply have to watch what you say, okay? Now, these people take offense to what he said. Now, I haven't seen the full podcast. I'm going to check out the full podcast and come back and give you guys a full review on it because I want to know what he said that was actually anti-Semitic. You know, anti-Semitic, what that means is that you're saying something that is negative and in distaste towards the Jewish community, okay? That's what that means. Anything against the Jews, if it's negative and paints them in a bad light, it's called anti-Semitic, okay? They got Mel Gibson for it. They said that Mel Gibson had made some statements against the Jews. This was during the time where he had done that Passion of the Christ film, and then after that Apocalypto had come out, and they just were not here for Mel Gibson. And if you think about it, Mel Gibson's career has not been the same since then either. And so, like I said, Nick has been in the game for a while. You know what's out here. You know who runs Hollywood, okay? You got to show these people the respect that they demand. If you want to work, if you want a job, if you want to do business. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Nick recently did an interview with Lunel. I don't know if you guys check out Lunel's. She's got a YouTube channel, and it does great numbers. I check it out. I always tune in. Lunel, the original bad girl of comedy, okay? Shout out to Lunel. She's going to be talking to Nick Cannon, and they go back. They've got history with each other, so I'm sure that's going to be a great conversation.